So today's talk, we're going to cover the background of Indio Water Authority and how we're leveraging our investment in Cityworks, how we expanded our Cityworks Call Before You Dig solution, the management of these DigAlert service requests once they come in for our field staff, and the successful reporting of those DigAlert service requests to our customers. And in addition to that, the KPIs that management is using to work on those service requests and the benefits. So the Indio Water Authority, our population is 90,000 residents, and we have a little over 24,500 customer service accounts. The Indio Water Authority was formed as a joint power authority in 2000 to deliver water to the city of Indio. Our approximate service territory is 38 square miles. The groups that use Cityworks range from our water conservation, customer service, engineering, and operations group. Our operations group houses our production units, distribution, backflow department, and valve turning crews. We've been a Cityworks customer since 2014, but we've been an Esri customer as well a little over a decade now. We're known here in Southern California as the city of festivals. Some of the headlining festivals that we have in our area range from the Coachella Music and Arts Festival and the big Stagecoach Country Festival. So very fun to attend. So if you haven't, please do so. So leveraging our existing Cityworks investment, complying with California's Electronic Positive Response EPR mandate. So the state of California in 2017 mandated that organizations that install and manage underground infrastructure notify excavators, contractors, developers of the status of these tickets. And we had an existing solution already that we were using in Cityworks that was basically taking dig tickets that were being sent to us via email. We have a Python script that would then parse those out and bring those into the Cityworks environment. Well, we knew that we wanted to take advantage of that still and leverage that capability. So part of the mandate also in the state of California is the two regional bodies that govern the management of the 811 dig alerts are 811 North and 811 South. They also had to mandate, and they created a REST URL page that we would post our responses in the form of a JSON, and then from there would notify the customer of the electronic positive response that it was successfully done out in the field. So expanding our Cityworks Call Before You Dig solution. So we were using that already to manage the request, and we wanted to expand our solution to handle the EPR, as well as continue to track our status and labor costs associated with it. So our friends at Axon Geospatial, formerly GIS Sync, helped us to do that. They helped us with leveraging the universal custom fields that would capture the response based off the status, right? So the status being the complete field was being used as the trigger that would go ahead and populate that. One of the things the reason why we decided to use the complete field is that all of our field responses are done via the Cityworks mobile app in iOS. So using that was critical to making sure that the responses were coming in from the field, and then also in addition to that the actual responses were being answered by our field, meaning the custom fields that were created for that would basically, our end user would then populate the clear if there was any conflicts, and then they modified our script to go ahead and push those responses out to 811. So from there, part of what was done was revamping our inboxes to basically look at open unassigned tickets and looking at the various responses that were needed to be done by the field, meaning in the body of the email responses from DigAlert, there are requirements. As an example, if a customer needs to do a meet and mark out in the field that our field staff is aware of it so they can meet the customer out. If it's an emergency response, so they need to respond to those within a certain time frame, and then any other types of comments or information that needs to be answered out in the field for that. So the successful reporting of the DigAlert service requests. So one of the things that our field staff had to get used to doing is making sure that the response was basically captured and sent over to DigAlert USA. Now, the DigAlert, the ticket status in our inbox, we had these codes that were filtered out so that our end users could see that the response was okay. And what you're looking at is all the possibilities of the possible results from DigAlert. And then from there, if anything failed from the response, then our crews would then notify the customer of if there was an issue or for whatever reason. Part of what USA did was the customers and the public, they could view the responses as well through a REST URL, well, a URL page where they could see the responses coming in from whatever utility that was being done, marking at their location. So what you're seeing here is that page, and then when they pull up the ticket number, and here's the response from USA. Well, and in this case, in our case, Indio Water Authority. So from there, the KPIs that management wanted to see were the status of open tickets, completed tickets, and what was closed in the last 30 days. So we were leveraging our ArcGIS enterprise to basically show those dashboards and show the KPIs. What you're looking at on the right-hand column are the various service requests, labor costs assigned to, and on the lower KPI, you're looking at service requests by priority completed within the last 30 days. In there, as they select the various request priority, it's basically cross filters within our ArcGIS dashboard. And then from there, in the center here, you're looking at the location of these DigAlert requests with a expression built in to bring up the service requests within Cityworks. So some of the benefits that we've seen: increased productivity in the number of requests being completed. What we're seeing now is an increase in the volume of tickets, and has increased by over 50%. We're a little past this fiscal year, and we've also seen an increase as far as labor because of the increased amount of tickets and the decrease in incidents of our assets being damaged out in the field, and the improved customer service. Before, it was a manual process to notify the customers. Now it's all digital, and that was a big deal for us. So one of the other things that I didn't mention in the presentation is that going in the future is we're in the middle of selecting our vendor for our UN implementation that we're going to be integrating our Cityworks platform with.